Roger here from Backyard Bees and Garden. Early morning on a Monday. Thought I'd do a quick walk around and take a look. Let's start with the bees. Everything nice and quiet at the front. But let's take a look inside one and see how they're doing. It is a cool morning, but I have this set up so that I can feed and check them without disturbing the hive much. Let's see if they need any sugar water. Nope, they're still good. No, they're quiet today. Yep, I see them down there, but they're not eating up this sugar water. They're probably clustered down there. It is kind of cooler this morning. Let's check one more, do a comparison. Yep, I have these vents. Yeah, this one's a lot more active. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. I would say that other hive just might be clustered up because they were flying good yesterday. They're probably just chilly. But that's a good sight. Seeing all these bees here. Well, that's a good sign too. Have not gotten in here to check to see if the queen's laying yet. It's been too cold. We had a cold snap and we had snow and we had frost. Let's check one more. This one's quieter also. Oh yeah, they're working. Not as many bees at the vents, but they're in there working. Now I have a hole right here so that this is easy for them to get to and it keeps them out of this cavity, and it's a great way to prevent robbing. It's also a great way for them to get sugar water without the front ones when it's too cold out. So we had that snow, there's no way they would have been taking sugar water from the front. So with it on the inside, they can still work that even when the weather's no good. Alright, let me bring you up and we'll take a look at the garden. Blackberry bushes are doing good. Raspberries, more thornless blackberries, fruit trees look like they weathered the cold good, and so did my apple tree. It's beautiful. I have one apple tree that never seems to flower for some reason. That's this one right here. Maybe it doesn't get quite enough sun, but I'm not sure on this one. If it's not flowering, I might swap it out with a different tree. My garlic growing well, and I did plant some smaller garlic later in the season, and they're coming up. I planted them around the trees as a pest deterrent, and I put them with my roses also. Come on, bring your ball. Come on. Let's take a quick look at the garden this morning. Now I covered everything with plastic cups and these did well. This is foxglove. And obviously everything in the hoop tunnel did well. My carrots actually grown really well. Strawberries are starting to come up nice and strong. And I'm working on a new area for strawberry plants for next year. I'm going to let these run so that I have some plants to sell. And that's what I did here, is planted some and I let them go ahead and put runners out. And I've been selling strawberry plants on Facebook Marketplace, which my wife thought was funny, but I'm $150 up and selling them for 6 plants for $4. And you know, I think it's a great deal for people, and I make a little bit of money on the side too, which is always fun. Now, the only thing that did happen is my cucumbers, is they did not weather the cold with that storm that we had. So I'm hoping that they recover and put out some new leaves. I'll have to keep an eye on these. This one did a little bit better. This one stayed a little bit more covered. They did have good roots. There's a new leaf here. So, I don't know. If not, it's early in the season. I can replant my winter squash. Same thing. This one didn't do well in the cold. I don't think this one's gonna make it, but maybe. This one too, and then this one I got one leaf. That's a good healthy leaf right there though. And then my Marketmore cucumbers. So these stayed covered better. So some leaves have some slight damage, but it's got a nice healthy leaf there. And this one, they blew off in the storm, the cover, so this all got frostbitten. So I don't know if those are gonna make it. Stupid spring storm with snow and ice. And this is my tiny strawberries. I saw some flowers in these already. There's one right there, look at that. Beautiful. And these make tiny little white berries. And of course these are pretty hardy, so I am more foxglove and gonna have some sunflowers in here. And I'm thinking of putting lettuce down in this area. I'm gonna have plants grow over the top of the trellis, and lettuce likes shade. It helps keep it from bolting. So this is the plan for this area, which I haven't worked yet. Still have a lot of work to do in here, which is always fun. My potatoes haven't come up yet. I do have lettuce over there and some kale in the hoop tunnels. In my daughter's area, she's got a little tiny Tim tomato. That looks like it did okay in the storm. Maybe a little bit of leaf damage. But that's a tiny little tomato plant. She got one little mint growing. And we harvested some bee balm from down the bottom. Oh yeah, these look healthy. I love the smell of these. And then this is catnip. So catnip you can actually plant with strawberries, and she wants to try to sell these, but I want to make sure the roots take before we post them. These look like they already took. This is a strong plant. But if you put catnip with strawberries as a companion plant, which I did over here, the catnip is actually a deterrent for aphids. So I got a little bit of lemon balm and catnip and bee balm, and this is next year's selling crop over here. That's what the purpose of this is, because I have all of this here and I want to get some strawberries off it this year. And I don't know if I'm going to keep these 2 beds with strawberries, because I have about 100 plants in rows on the side. So as long as these do well, maybe I'll keep one and I'll open up 1 bed for more planting next year of different plants. Not sure what kind of crop, but. And then my son is growing some sunflowers here because he wanted to sell some plants on Facebook too. So I started that little habit, and yeah, my wife, so I started with the strawberries, and now she's selling her lemon balm. Gotta love it. Well, thanks for joining me this morning. I gotta go to work. I'm a BMW shop foreman, and it's been an interesting roller coaster because I'm always considered an essential business in automotive, so I've been working the entire time trying to stay as safe as possible. All right, take care. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.